Welcome back to Distant Nights, episode 9 of the continuation, which was a brilliant intro. Who wants to recap? Well volunteered, Netcable.
Oh, why me?
Because you volunteered.
Apparently. Okay.
Second.
Okay, so we had gotten to a planet, don't remember exactly which one. We had got the body confirmed of Lexi.
Would someone like to jump in with which planet it was?
Okay.
I know I sent which planet it was to like 2 of you yesterday. Somebody should remember at least.
Apparently not. Anyways.
What part? It's part 9.
Planet.
Recording. Oh my god.
Well, you're capable of paying attention, apparently.
Planet Zenith F56EA2.
There we go.
Yep. Thank you, Biscuit.
See, this is why Biscuit's
yeah,
here.
okay. We went to that planet. We got Lexi's body identified so that we can eventually get Charlissandra as our captain. We met up with Mia and this character I don't remember.
But okay.
It is.
Marek? Was it?
Marek.
Mia.
Marek. Okay.
It's Mia.
Mia. It's from canon right now. Mia.
Yeah.
And your character is too shy to deny it. So anyways. Anyways.
Right.
Then after that we yeeted Lexi's body into a star, or at least I believe we were gonna plan to.
No.
No.
You yoked.
Yoked, sorry.
The past tense of geet. Oh, fuck, never mind. Present tense of goat is geet. There we go.
Yeah. Not good.
The past tense of sheep is shoop.
Fuck's sake. Anyways, after that, don't, because I believe we ended there, right?
Ah, more or less.
What are you doing, Yargon?
I mean,
Nothing.
we still met Malik and
Okay.
Maya. That's a thing.
Yeah.
He did mention that. Hence the entire discussion about Mia. But,
Mia.
I didn't do much.
Don't hurt yourself, whatever you
Then
I now imagine Mia as a cat girl.
Everybody was
For some reason.
fighting.
Okay, could you... Alright, Yargon, please. Yeah.
what?
What are you doing? I'm right next door to you. I can hear it.
I'm throwing a
He's
thing at the ceiling.
fapping.
Leave me be.
You're what?
Throwing a thing at the ceiling. Leave me be.
I hear like a thud every time he hits the fucking thing.
Right.
So, where did we leave off? I think we left off with the end of the day, did we not?
Yeah, we went.
Alright then. So, as morning rolls around, ship time, what is everyone's plan for today? You guys still have, I believe, not figured out where or what you're going to do with these drives, if anything, or where you're going to go next. So, what is your plan?
Kid will go to the drives and try to set her basically a way of breaking into them without losing all data. And he's gonna just sit in the mess hall and kind of tinker on his his data pad.
Okay, so you want to try and get into them without them.
Yeah, what I'm gonna try to have it done is set up like a virtual computer on that I will download the data onto, and being able to stop all processes on that virtual computer on a button press.
Okay. Alright. Go ahead and roll me a technical digital.
Yay. And that's now a 7. 20.
Sorry, what was that? I'm logging on my phone.
20.
20. All right, nice. So, it's you managed to set up a virtual machine. However, virtual machines are not foolproof.
Yeah.
You can get from a virtual machine to the actual data slate itself, and processes can move from one to the other, as if networked.
I try to got that. If try to basically set in what I can set up some basically before I connect it up to it. Can I set up some firewalls or something kind of blocking that direction in some way to the best of its ability?
I mean, the best you can do is, to a degree, yes. But if the thing is designed to brick everything on a network, you will not be able to stop it with a virtual machine. It will go straight through to your data site, and there's not really a whole lot you can do about that. But it's only if it is designed to brick an entire network. Outside of that, you might be able to stop it. So it is a bit risky. But you can certainly try it.
Can I set up a camera as well? To kind of just look like a camera that basically films as the data is coming through, it shows up on the screen.
Yes, you can definitely do that. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I run. Basically, and I'm gonna wait for Malik. Malik to get to the eating area.
Meanwhile, Ray's coming in, getting her breakfast.
Okay, you see,
Sitting next to you.
Kit has got a data slate hovering above another data slate, supported by two. Well, it's not hovering. It's placed above it, supported by 3 cops and a carton of juice. So they records the screen, and he's got it's just wires and stuff everywhere, and he's sort of typing away on the bottom one. As you come in,
I barely hey, stop. And then continues. Adjusting the top one.
Yeah. You see, it's it's recording the bottom one, or it's got the camera open to record anyway.
Okay. Ray's going to make herself some cereals. And I don't know, a juice or something. Putting it onto the other side of the table so it can't get to the rise, and just looking at it.
Oh my god, there's cereal.
Yeah.
What's that, Greg?
Just looking at what you're doing and asking, what are you doing exactly?
I'm just trying to figure out these fucking hard drives, and they seem to be bricking everything. So I set up a virtual computer on that, but also I set up a camera to record because all the data is coming through. It's pretty straightforward. And then I need to wait for Malik, because I think Malik speaks a shit ton of languages, so I'm gonna have him look at all the... Because I can't really read what comes up on it.
What does it look like?
I show the, I'm not looking at the disk that is underneath and be showed you yesterday. I kind of have this set up, so... I'll see you later.
Oh, okay. Okay, for sure.
I have it on that one.
Okay. Then I'm just going to, sit down, let him do his stuff, eat my breakfast.
Sure. What about the others? What's everyone else doing?
Probably just sort of walks into the mess area, grabs her food, and just sits as far away from everyone, just sort of trying to not be seen again.
Ray's going to stalk her. Literally look every move what she's doing.
She eats her cereal very nervously.
Okay.
Just like is he about to kill me? Oh my god! What's happening here?
Also, just mentioning my knife is on me. I'm not going to touch it or something, just for the DM to know.
Sure.
And Seraph doesn't really need to eat breakfast. He's just gonna be at the workshop, kind of just tinkering away at the thrusters, just analyzing them, not really doing much other than that. So.
All right. Okay. Sure. So yeah, you keep trying to figure out, what you got to do with them, how they work, etc.
Yeah.
All right. So Malik, what are you doing?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess he heard Maya leave her room, so he waited a couple of minutes and then followed after her.
Okay.
What? Because
What? Yeah.
he tried to figure out when the others get up, so he won't ghost around the ship to not look super suspicious, because Ray is suspicious of them, so he doesn't want to get caught going around the ship alone. So he waited until he heard someone. So yeah, I guess
else
he's
you might
also
end up like our last cat. Just ignore me.
You're threatening us. All we've done is said hello, and you're like, "Oh, we're gonna kill you." What?
I mean, yeah.
I mean, it is you.
I mean, are you new to D&D or to RPGs in general? That's like a standard procedure, isn't it?
This isn't a TTRPG thing. This is a rec thing.
Oh, that's why I don't make any friends.
Yeah, that's why you're stuck here with us.
Ah!
That's infuriating. Okay, so you're gonna get up a little later than everyone else.
I'm a soft landing.
By a few minutes, and then what?
I guess I will also join them upstairs.
Okay. Kit, your
And
quandary walks in.
Wait, Malik, I need your help.
uh,
As soon as you walk in the door.
Malik looks a little bit perplexed, but asks what he can help with.
I have I don't speak I speak some languages, but not every. You speak a shit ton of languages, right? You speak all of them.
Well, yeah, the modern ones.
It might work. I have we have these data hard drives that we need to decrypt, and for some reason they break all the time. And there's some sort of language that comes up on them. I don't speak. I was wondering if you could maybe take a look at it and see if you can read it.
Sure, but I'm not making any promises.
Cool. Ray, you speak a couple of old languages, don't you?
I mean, I'm trying to learn Old Lingui right now.
Okay.
That's the only old one. I also know Form 3, if that's helping.
No, it's not Form 3. I will also speak Form 3. So it's not Form 3, and I think it's somewhere in the Dulingui thing, if I'm not mistaken. It's a red nugget. But yeah, I'm gonna, okay. Everyone that knows all languages, come and watch, and then I start the process of having the virtual machine run through it.
Okay.
Connecting up.
So you press the button, and the data begins to scroll across the virtual machine quite quickly, taking the output of the virtual machine, and you will see it's very quick, but
I'm gonna just try to stop it at some point during the middle of that, kind of where I know that it's not gonna kind of in between the section where I know starts and start data coming through and when it starts breaking shit. I'm gonna try to stop it.
Okay. Right. So you you all see these strange symbols start scrolling across the screen. For those that speak Old Dulingui, it does appear to be Old Dulingui. It appears to be specifically code written in Old Dulingui. And after a very brief moment, the Kit like presses one of the buttons on it, and it stops, and the data disappears. The screen just goes black on the virtual machine. And you look to what file you've got. You've got a text file with a bunch of code saved into it that seems to be cut off partway through.
Can I grab like do I have like memory sticks roughly, and can I get it over to a different, like basically just a storage device?
Yeah, you've got a data chip.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then like anyone know anything what that was?
Well, unfortunately, I don't know Altolingui, but well, I'm trying to learn it next. He gives Ray like a side eye because he doesn't know if she might be offended that he wants to learn the old language of her race or something.
If you want to roll on that, go for it.
What?
Would you like to roll an insight to see if you can tell?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Yeah, but was that a sentence? Did I finish? I think I finished the sentence.
Did you? Yes.
No, well,
yes, you
yeah.
did.
I mean, I don't speak Autolingua, but I wanna learn that next.
Any idea what that was? It seems.
It seems like code. I'm not that good. I'm not sure if I could decipher it. I could try. I will try.
Okay.
Do you know anyone that speaks Old Lingui? Does anyone have any contacts?
No.
Code as in computer code, for the record.
I actually maybe Theo, my old friend that was supposed to join us. Maybe she's
I
aware.
didn't know that you were here.
I've just popped through.
Huh.
But he's still here. How does he do that? Sorcery.
Well, I mean, you're looking at the data slate, right? Or are you?
Yeah, we're up in the
Cafeteria.
in the eating room.
Yeah,
Nothing happened, and 5 minutes of dead air passed in Seraph.
No, you could just be like, hey, I just dropped it and be like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, no, you were just like, wait, how are you here? And so it's just like, you guys leave your mics on all the time. It's like, he's reading our minds! It's like, no, you just left your mic on.
God damn it.
So yeah, Theo might actually speak to old Lingui. I don't remember whether she does or not. Yargon, this is something I would know. So
Yeah.
Does she?
Oh, fucking. Let me check. I do not know. I think she does. Based on the fact she had books on it. But let me just quickly check that. Where the hell was her character sheet? Character sheets. Theodosia Price. Quickly hide that before you actually get to see it, because you don't get to. Skills. Yes, she does. Speaks all the old languages.
Right.
Does he know any coding stuff or any PC stuff as well? Or is it just language? Language would be also helpful. But...
Well, yeah, she only knows language. She's a historian, scholar, archaeologist person. I don't know. She tried to explain it to me once. Didn't really understand.
Right.
Anyways,
Yeah, she's not
yeah,
a technical person.
yeah, she's not really technically savvy. In fact, I doubt she could even boot up her data slate. But we can probably get into contact with her and see if we can get it translated. It'll probably take a little while, but yeah.
At least we know what it says. Can I like basically continue the scrolling of the data, or is the computer bricked?
No, you cut it off early enough. Because you've seen it do it before, so you cut it off early enough deliberately, I believe you said.
Yeah.
Yes. You can certainly start it up again.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to like basically try to have like get a better aspect of when it cuts off. So I'm gonna continue it and then kind of do like that. Start it, stop it, start it, stop it, stop it, stop it, and kind of just gauge when it actually cuts out.
Okay.
I try to get as much data as I can from it.
So you start, stop, start, stop, start, stop, start, stop, Are you taking backups each time of the data?
Yes,
Or-
on different
On different chips. You don't have that many chips. You've got like 2 or 3.
It's gonna be like 2 or 3, and then kind of a circle between like just filling in each one.
Oh,
So
okay.
I have like 3 backups, and then kind of constantly updating each one.
Yeah, okay, I see. Alright, so you get a bit more data off of it, but eventually you tell it to stop and it just doesn't. The inputs lock you out, and you try killing the virtual machine, but as soon as you like try to kill the virtual machine, the screen on your data slate goes black. Code flashes across it quite quickly, and then the whole thing just bricks, and the drive begins to smoke, and a few moments later...
I'm gonna be like, quickly take it off of like a tray, like a metal tray.
Yeah.
Like and it'll be like, and they just start like running down into the workshop.
Okay.
No, he start running it to the airlock. It just set it down and then opens the airlock, and has it in 0G.
Okay. So they,
Zero G doesn't extinguish fires, though.
no, but it does stop them melting things, like tables.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Ray
He's just
screaming behind him. Ray screaming behind him. That does not look good. With like some cereal in your mouth or something.
It's fine.
Yeah, okay. So you've got this just burning, smouldering mass slowly floating through the airlock.
Yeah.
Just, yep, okay.
I'm gonna wait until it's like cooled down and basically solidified again, and then I'm gonna like open it and take it out.
Yeah,
I'm just
okay.
gonna leave it in there for a little bit, just like and go back to the.
Yeah, you have to leave it for like 10 minutes for it to like cool down again. And it has turned itself into just a slag heap of metal.
And then
Unfortunately.
I'm gonna cereal and look through some of the data.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it has some of the structures you'd expect from like a coding language. It's kind of hard to tell, but you get like the immediate feeling of it, just the way it's laid out. With the many indented lines, and then there's like blanks in between and lots of short phrases and stuff like that. You get the feeling it's code, but really beyond that, it's kind of meaningless to you.
Yeah.
Even Ray, it's not anything that makes a whole lot of sense to you, being that it is computer code. Looking it over, you can sort of translate bits of it, but they don't make any sense to you. And I would, but I will not, because I do not have enough of Duolingo built yet, so I will not actually give you any idea of what that's going to sound like. But it's really quite weird because it doesn't follow any of the sentence structure stuff that you have in Duolingo. So you can translate words, you can translate adjectives, you can't translate sentences out of it.
So if you translate words, it still won't make sense.
Yeah. You need to get adjectives, and like the adjectives themselves can be kind of dodgy. Some of them make sense, some of them don't, and there are parts where you just don't seem to have adjectives.
But it seems like
it
seems like they are still words and not only syllables or something.
Yeah, they're words definitely, but it seems to be very much its own language, in much the same way that like read JavaScript and you don't know anything about computers and you're like, what the fuck is this? It's very
Do we have like FTL communications device?
Yes, you would have a subspace comm on the ship.
Right,
which is kind of cool, because if you lose power, you actually lose that permanently.
Oh.
Yeah, you have to get a new one if you lose power, because it will snap off.
You're back.
Because it has a constant portal into subspace inside of your ship. Can't be used in hyperspace.
Yes.
I got some of the data, or most of it, from what I can kind of, as far as I can get off it before it, goes whole. So.
Right.
Do you have do you want to send it over to?
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. I'll do that. Yargon, by the way, I'm gonna
I'm gonna assume that I can encrypt the data and send it to her. That way, no one, if anyone, for whatever reason, is trying to fuck with us, they can't.
Yeah.
And yeah,
You're
just
not
just
sure.
for the sake of safety.
Yeah, you're not sure if she'll be able to decrypt it. But communications are generally quite encrypted like this. It's pretty
and
safe
if that's the
most
case,
of the
then
time. But
yeah,
if you want to take an
That's
extra step, you can, but you're not sure if she'll be able to decrypt it.
in that case, no. Then never mind. I'm just gonna leave it.
Okay,
Let's not fuck with it too much.
Yeah.
you just send her it. Alright, so you ping her data slate.
Yeah.
Yeah, which will be routing through the, fucking, what's it called, shit, what the hell's it called?
HoloNet.
No, not through the HoloNet. Through the HoloNet, you ping her data slate, but it's routed, through the communicator at the station she's at. I've forgotten the name off the top of my head.
I know
Point-
which one you mean.
Point Memorial? Not Point Memorial.
No, it's the main capital.
Yes. Capital Spire.
That's it.
Yeah.
Capital Spire. There we go. Sorry. That was annoying me. And yeah, so it'll be routing through one of the ones there, so you basically, you ping it. You ping it. There is no response. It doesn't seem to receive.
Doesn't seem to receive.
Yeah. Capital Spire does. It sends back the received, but then a few seconds later you get the this data slate is what do you call it? The this data slate is not on this network anymore.
Right.
And without knowing where to ping, you need an address. Yeah. It's actually.
Is there
kinda
no way
like-
I can like directly
like a
call her?
post- You can over an internet, but over something like a HoloNet, you basically need a phone address, not a phone address, like a postal address.
Right.
Essentially, because you have to tell it which place on the HoloNet to ping.
Right. Can I attempt calling her through the Altaria method?
You'd have to be on the same internet as her, which you're not. Internet is planet-wide, HoloNet is galactic.
Right, and without... Okay, fair.
So you'd have to be there.
Right.
You have to know which internet to be pinging, basically.
Okay, actually, yeah, wouldn't I know of like common places she's going to, or she's been, or where she could stay?
Not anywhere around here, because you're from about a month's journey away from here. You guys have just travelled a very long distance.
What's the most interesting historical area in the
Oh.
sector?
Yeah, or could I not just contact like the museum that she's associated with?
Well, she was at a museum. She was touristing there.
Right. Can I ping that?
You can certainly try.
Well, okay, I'm gonna try to ping them and just ask for Theo.
You get
see her
the
phone name.
Theodore's your price. You get the like help desk essentially asking how they can help you.
Yeah.
It's like an automated response message.
Right. I want. Let's see.
Like it's an
I'm-
SI or something set up to respond.
Right. I guess she doesn't work there, so there's no way for them to contact her. Yeah, no, yeah,
I
it's
mean,
not.
if you have her, like, do you register to get in there, or is it just kind of if they know where she might have gone?
No, it's sort of quite open, public.
Okay.
That's the word.
Maybe contact the dock clusters and see if she has asked for transport anyway. If she's not in there.
Sure. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna attempt to do that.
I'm gonna call the dock authorities and look for her. Okay.
Yeah, because she should not be. Yeah, she should be responding to me.
Okay. Yeah, you get a reply as it goes through, and you get a man on the other end of what appears to be like a phone line.
Yeah.
Hello there. Can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for a friend of mine, Theo. And then again, I'll say her full name. I don't remember her full name.
Theodore Price, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, Theo Rice, right?
Theodosia Price.
Right. And I'm gonna. Yeah. Has she asked for transport from there? I'm trying to contact her, but she seems to not be available. I'm not sure where she's gone.
Sorry, sir, do you have, any legal reason to be requesting this information?
Well, if she is not in contact with me,
I appreciate that, but unless you have a warrant, I can't give you that. That's protected private information, I'm afraid.
then I understand. Okay. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah. Thanks for your time. I'm just gonna.
Alright, best of
hang
luck. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. I think we might find a different method of getting this translated.
I mean,
Malik.
you might just want to call the authorities and be like, "Hey, did anyone type about this name on the station?" Yes. Why?
Wouldn't need to call you, you can just look that up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Can I just look that up in the meantime?
Yeah. You
Also, Malik, you speak a lot of languages. Do you have friends that speak other languages as well? Contacts, that sort of thing?
Well, I could have, but I don't really know how to contact them. I don't. What methods are there to contact people?
If you know what planet, what planet they'll be on, if you're lucky what system, then you can basically call someone on the phone. You could essentially email them. You ping them with the date slate. You send them a message.
I mean, I guess I don't know anyone who knows Autolingui.
Fair. I guess we can try searching. If worst case scenario, we can continue to try searching some sort of underground method of getting it translated.
Is there a thing that is like Craigslist?
Yeah.
Those things are planet to planet specific, but yeah.
Yeah.
If you went to a hyperpop system, you could probably find something like that.
As I'm looking up, I'm like, I mean, we could go, like, I know what that's called, but basically, like, yeah, we could like go to like a local planet system and like see if there's any like on the Craigslist.
I mean, I still know someone who could translate it.
You know where it is? Or
Yes, yes, I know. I'm very sure.
is it close by?
I mean, what is close by in the galaxy? I'd
Okay.
say probably some weeks. Some weeks, Yargon?
Let me pull
I
up the
don't have
galactic
star
map.
map here. Yeah.
Are we able to see the galactic map as well, or?
Yeah, I'm just switching
Yeah.
to it. That's what I said. Let me pull it up. Yes.
Some weeks, isn't it?
Where is it? It was like that, right?
10,000 light years, a bit? Like, nearly 10,000?
Yeah, that's quite a long
10,000.
time.
How long would it take? Like information? How long would it take to send over that?
Sending information like that, you can do that quite quickly. Sending actual, like, a ship or something is going to be a lot slower.
Yeah, and no, like just pure information. More cool.
I mean, sending information, you're able to communicate in near real time over most distances.
Cool.
Basically, anything under about, I'd say about 25,000 light years, you've got real time communication. 25 to 50, you're going to get some lag on it, and beyond 50,000, it's pretty much you're going to be waiting a day or more for responses. It's sort of logarithmic scaling.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, if there's no other choice, I could try to contact them.
Short ways, though. Just a short ways away.
I mean, do you trust them?
Yes.
Hmm.
I just let's say I don't trust a lot of people in this room.
Okay.
I just sort of hide slightly further behind the cereal.
He just shoots my glance.
She hides even
Don't
more.
you mean Mia?
Mia.
Yeah.
No.
Mia.
Fuck off.
Well, I mean, it's Maya if it's Maya, not Ma.
Yeah.
Mia.
That is an
Yeah.
actual we spell it, thank you very much. So fuck
Okay,
Only
how
if
about
you can't
Mia then?
speak.
Also, only if you're dyslexic and the fucking letters start turning around.
Like, I
Yeah.
can see Mia. That makes sense.
Did you
That is
Yeah.
actually
did,
we.
did you ask Hex to make the name?
No, that's just savage.
Fuck off.
Sorry, Hex.
I mean,
That's kinda funny, though.
Scottish way of spelling Maya. Thank you very much. It actually is the
Oh, that's why it's wrong. That makes
Oh,
sense.
right. That makes a lot of sense. And Yargon, you don't need to get into why. Okay, don't need to get into any other things.
The only thing I'm getting into is, who are you guys sending the data to, or what are you doing with it? You guys do get the feeling
by the
that
way-
speaking Oldulingui is not really just the requirement here. You need to speak Oldulingui and be able to translate whatever this code is. I will mention that.
I mean, as long as we can like translate.
I mean, if it's translated, then we can
all the
translate.
language, and a lot of us can speak.
I mean,
Can understand the coding, so we can kind of.
Well,
yeah,
no.
do you think an engineer would know how to translate that? Like, would Ray think that an engineer could translate?
Good think.
It depends. Maybe. Maybe not. It's
Worth a shot.
worth a try, but you're not sure.
Okay, Ray's just like sinking a bit into a chair, thinking to herself, mumbling, I could contact them.
It's worth a shot.
From what you know, I will say Oldulingui itself is a very unique language, and a lot of the things and concepts in it just don't exist elsewhere. If it's a coding language written in that, it's probably going to be a very similar affair that it might be something you have to already be able to speak, essentially, be able to use.
Yeah.
By the way, did I find Theo on any death certificates?
No, you didn't.
Okay. Just be like, Seraph, didn't find any death certificate for Theo, so it's, she is still alive. No.
Seraph is excited.jpg.
Yeah.
Wait, am I mute or not?
No, you're just not
okay.
speaking.
Oh,
Reverse here just a quick
No,
information that Theo's
Fuck.
alive because he.
God damn it. Okay, there we go. It put me in stream mode for some reason. I couldn't hear
yeah,
if
because you
I
had
unmuted myself.
OBS open.
Yeah. I'm gonna disable that. Yeah, I am fucking happy that she's alive. And, but I am a robot and therefore don't really show emotion and all will not make a sound. Yeah. So you do not know that.
Okay.
You can try to incite me, but that's just not gonna help.
Yeah, no, it was just a quick information. It doesn't.
Kit doesn't care. Kit would care if you were an explosive device, but you're not.
Or chain
You're a
laser.
gun.
Well, I mean, he could eventually turn me into one, and I can
Oh
go out.
god,
Oh my god,
don't
he's
give
gonna
him
be the
ideas.
next waifu.
My dude,
Waifu 2.0.
eventually, with the amount he's got, he could do it right now.
No, I mean, like, he could turn me into, like,
A walking IED.
fucking, if my AI chip, like, goes out, I fucking blow up, that sort of thing.
Mm.
So
Yeah,
in
that's
other
what I
words,
say,
you
walk-
would have a
walking
dead man
IED.
switch. And
Yeah, pretty much.
So, whenever you die, even if you're close to us, we all die.
Well, I mean, I'm sure that Kit would find a way to have, like, a off switch sort of thing, so.
Yeah, and
When you put it in, I think
a
it's-
captain contingency plan.
Captain.
If the captain starts to behave erratically,
I just-
the AI explodes.
I mean,
I
If
hugged
you
the
look on
captain
his
one
belt,
last
it has to
time
be-
and kaboom. Sorry, go on, Hex.
if you see on this belt, he has a new belt buckle on it, so.
Right. He is prepared.
Yep.
But yeah. Where do you wanna call him for it?
Yeah. Okay, I check if I can contact them, and I'm standing up, going out of the room, going to my room, locking the door,
Okay.
trying to contact ADOC.
ADOC, right. Let me just pull up my notes on this person. Where the fuck are they? Are they still in my downloads folder? Maybe.
I can send it to you again if you want.
You shouldn't need to. I should be able to find it. I have found it. I think.
Great.
Okay. ADOC. Yes. Okay.
And I'm not going to call. I'm just writing
Right.
a
Okay.
message like a message. I'm going to write. Do I know what time it is on the planet right now?
I mean, you can look it up, but it's
Okay,
also
then-
what you could look up what time it is at, like, where they live. Yeah.
Yeah. Can I quickly do that?
Yeah. It appears to be like midday-ish.
Okay,
What
then I'm
time is
going.
it? Or 5 p.m.
I'm just going to write. I'm going to write, not call. Your house is Loki Day.
Okay. Oh fuck! Do I have to actually respond properly? Right.
This is the problem with making languages Yargon.
Well, you should know it.
Yeah. I mean,
I even said the sentence in the audio test, so you could
Well,
prepare
it's-
at least a little.
Oh no, I know what you said. I just have to figure out the response to that.
For the other people that don't speak Old Lingui, how about you translate?
Well, I mean,
Maybe the reason why she said it in old.
probably.
Yeah.
Was that Alcistry or your Alcistry?
Your house is
Your Alcistry.
Or I
okay.
don't know how to pronounce it because I had never
No,
had to
that
use
works.
it.
Yeah, it's your.
Okay, your. Okay.
Okay. So, sorry. I will. You get a response. About 5 minutes later. Yeah, it is the response you would expect. I will, try and translate it.
You don't need to.
I'm just gonna go with. It will be simply. You just get an ancestry back, and I'm not going to translate any more than that because I don't think I have the words to do all of it yet. But essentially, you get a, you know, everything is great. How are you? It's good to hear from you. You know, etc.
Yeah.
Formalities.
She's going to like text back. Yeah, I'm fine. It's been a long time.
Long time no see.
A few minutes later, you get a reply. Yeah, it's been a while. How are things?
Well,
Was the also in there?
No, because it's fucking text. I'm
it's
thinking.
a text message.
Some people do type it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like me, but
Yeah, and I'm
Not
going
this
to write. I'm going to text. Do you have a minute? I kind of need your help for a mission or for a job. Sending that.
okay. You get back. Sure. What do you need?
Okay, I'm going to go up into the cafeteria again.
Yeah.
Just going to the room saying, okay, where are the data? Where is the data?
I mean,
Where's the datum?
I have like a couple of like things like here. Did he say that he can translate it?
I
No,
haven't
like,
asked yet, I just want to make sure that everything's ready. And she's going to text back describing the problem that we have some data for a mission, and they don't know that we don't know how to translate it because of the lingui, and that Ray thought that he's like someone who could probably translate it. Also explaining that it's in code and yeah. and she's going to put this into a long text, typing it onto her, I guess, data slide, sending this.
Okay. You send basically a file and like, so we discovered this weird shit.
Not the file yet. Not
Okay,
the file
so
yet.
you basically send, we discovered this weird shit. It's in a language that we both speak, but like, you do better than I. What the fuck is this? Essentially.
Yeah.
It's in code. So.
Yeah. You get back a, I can certainly have a look at it. I'm a bit busy right now, but if you send it my way, I can have a look this evening.
Okay,
No promises, though.
I'm going to send back a
My eyes hurt.
God, what am I going to send back? I'm sending back thank you. Also, is there like something in Ultralingui that equals thank you, Lavia, or something like that?
Probably.
She's going to send that in Ultralingui.
Sure.
And is also adding, we probably should talk sooner or later. Sending then the datas and shutting down her devices.
Okay. Yeah. So you send it and you're like, oh, we should talk. Turns off.
Sometime, not now, sometime.
Yeah, okay. Nice. The most me response ever. I appreciate that. That's relatable. So, yeah, you send that away. And then everyone kind of just looks at you, I guess.
Mm-hmm. So...
The person I contacted is going to look at it, but he doesn't have time right now, so I think we should check that tomorrow, I guess. She's going to look like away from everybody, just to the ceiling, just seeming as if nothing happened. She hasn't wrote to anybody. Ignoring the situation.
Maya, noticing Ray's looking at the ceiling, then decides to move to the floor to look at.
So, who's that?
What do you mean?
Who was it? Like, is it like an old friend?
I'm just imagining the captions on this. So, who was that? Squeak? Huh? Sorry.
Someone I've known for some time.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Oh god.
No, she's just awkwardly she's basically doing Maya, looking at the ceiling, ignoring you, like, when is the situation over? Can I go now?
Wait. Kid is just looking at you like,
She's totally avoiding your, like, looks.
Yo, kids.
We'll talk about this later.
Mm.
He like heads out. I have stuff to do, so he's just gonna head out.
Okay. So Kit just wanders off.
Just like it pops in his head again, be like, do you have any more contacts that is close by that we can travel to?
Do
No,
you?
okay. And I walk out. Yes, no one responds.
Do you, Kit?
No, I'm asking the rest of the people. I don't.
I don't have any other contacts. I only really knew Theo as a person. So.
Alright.
Not as an object?
Stop it.
No.
I'm awful, I know.
No, he only knew her as an NPC.
Yeah.
Where do we want to head somewhere? To...
I mean, is Kit still in the room asking that?
Nah, he's sending. He's sending it just over a message, be like, in his glasses, be like, do you guys want to head any to a different system?
I'm just going to ask in the room, like, I guess Seraph is still in the room.
Yeah.
She's just going to ask Seraph, do we?
Do we what?
Want to head to a different system?
Sure.
I mean, okay.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna be honest, I zoned out for a second. What were we talking about?
Kit
I'm
was
gonna try
asking
not
if
to
you want to like go into a different system, and Ray's just looking at you, Seraph, just like.
Right, I mean, we don't really have anything we're doing right now. This is kind of like our only lead. Going to a different system, maybe finding someone in person might not be a bad idea.
Okay.
But we do need to find someone that we can trust that will keep shit secret. Maybe Charlissandra might know someone like that since she has contacted the black market before.
I mean,
talking into the comms essentially. Yargon, I'm gonna be like, yeah. Charlissandra, could you please get into into if she's here? Then,
What? I'm not getting your. Could you please what?
Do you have any underground contacts that could potentially translate and keep secrets?
Why haven't I finished my backstory yet?
Great.
Nicely done.
Yargon, with what little you know about my backstory, do you think should have someone like that?
If you have not sent me a contact like that, you do not have one. You might do. You might have forgotten about them right now, unless you write them in at some point later. Give me a backstory at some point; it'd be useful.
Yeah, I know.
I know like basically contacts that we can.
Thinking about it, I'm
like,
not
contacts, but I don't like basically get into the black market of a system. It's easy for kids, but
thinking about it, I'm not sure if she would know one. So right now, she just doesn't know one, I guess.
Sure.
No, don't think so.
Right.
What we could do is head into the Bandai car system, Bandai car, and then see if we can find some black market contacts. It should be pretty easy, and then see if any of them know any people.
Right.
Ask around.
Yeah,
Ray.
That's a great idea. Well, okay.
As you guys are discussing this, Ray, a message pings up from you, for you.
Yeah.
And it simply says, Vosar.
What is the thing?
Vosar.
With Z-A-R.
Sar, with an X.
Oh, Xar.
X.
Okay, sorry.
Vosar,
Didn't
yes.
hear it.
Sorry.
Voxar.
Voxar?
Vosar.
Well, I can...
Wait. Fuck. I'm not prepared. Oh shit.
Basically,
She's
yeah.
going to say that loud. She's going to say that loud. Oh shit.
What?
Yeah. She's going to reply Vo.
Okay. You get a picture. It's a screenshot of what appears to be some program that has opened this and has put it through. What's your technical digital score?
Mine?
So, yeah. Specifically focuses.
Technical 1, digital no proficiencies.
Okay, so yeah. It appears to be some kind of text program that has fancy colours on it. You're not quite sure what any of it means. All the letters are in, or some of the letters are in different colours, and it's just the thing you sent, or the file you sent. It looks like, it's the start of that. He sends that back, and you get another reply that simply says, another reply immediately following that up says, this is a data mine.
data mine? She's not going to say that loud. She's going to ask that, like sending it, and quickly adding Vokar. Question mark.
Yeah. Wait. No, Vokar. That's not what you're thinking.
Not?
That doesn't make sense.
Sorry.
I feel bad for whoever
People, we just
because they don't know what Dulingui is, and so you're essentially torturing the viewer.
I apologize.
Sorry.
Yeah. You get. You. What are you trying to say? Just say it in English, because what? Vokar means what? What home?
No, Vokar is the word. One word.
Oh, sorry, Vokar. Okay. Yeah.
No, you're
With a question mark, though.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
Okay. That makes sense. Fucking, I can't read my dictionary because my glasses are off. Anyway, so you get you basically get an explanation. As he says, this is a data mine. It's designed to destroy anything it touches. If you what do you call it? If you like trigger this, it will destroy your data slate. You can probably get around it if you are careful. I'll see if I can figure out a neutralizer to it.
You're going to reply,
And then you just get back, in brackets, lunch break.
What?
You get, in brackets, lunch break.
Okay. I'm going to reply, okay, thank you so much. Have a nice meal, no Dulingui.
Okay. Saya Vokar, and then sort of it,
Vokar.
and it clearly like cuts off.
Okay.
It's like
Ni hao.
Vokar means safe. Saya Vokar means not safe.
Okay. Ray's just shutting down the device again, looking up to Seraph and the two other individuals Ray's not trusting. She's pulling Seraph like to the side. Can I speak to you? And just
sure.
going out of the room
Okay.
with Seraph. Going in front of the door into the floor. Quietly speaking to him. Okay. It seems like it's this is a data mine or some kind of it.
Right. Okay.
It's the sense of it is to basically destroy the data and the slide the data is going on. And
Just so you know, I think I have one in. Nope. Never mind. I've got nothing in service. Never mind. Yeah. Keep going.
Do you have anything in technical? Or what's your
I have.
technical?
My technical's 4.
Okay, cool. Yeah, basically the guy
Also
had a,
one. Yeah, sorry, go on.
if she shows you the screenshot, he had it open in like an actual coding program. She just doesn't recognize it because she does not have the technical knowledge for that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Hence the multicolored, it's passing it properly.
Yeah.
well, whatever, my contact is trying to like find a way around this data mine so that we probably could get some data of it.
Is there no way to like run it in like a virtual machine or something like that? That way.
I mean, I think that's
Or, like,
what
run in
you
the
did,
safe mode?
and it didn't
Yeah,
work.
that's what I did already.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, right. I see. Right.
Yeah, so I mean, the only thing we can do right now is waiting for a response. So.
Well, I guess we can just wait for now.
Did he translate?
That's good to know.
In the coding program, did he translate it, or is it still in old?
It's still in Node-Lingui.
Okay.
Also, maybe we should run this by Hex. Kit. He may know his own way of getting around it.
I mean, as far as I understand, it's all in old Lingui, so I'm not sure if he will.
Well, it might just be a tech thing. he might know of a way. It's still
Yeah.
worth running by him.
Okay, let's show it to him.
Yeah.
I'm sending Kit a message. Kit, where are you?
Currently just taking the slide data thing back down to the hold.
Alright.
Okay.
What's up?
Well, I'll just send him like a screenshot of that thing.
I like how we're just sending screenshots and messages even though we're like 40 feet away from each other.
Yeah, it's just gonna be like.
This reminds me of.
Did
a
you
shadowrun
just send the
tonight.
code again? Like it's just code.
This reminds me of me and Yargon.
Yeah, you say that like Netcable doesn't fucking call me on Discord from the room over.
Yeah.
He's just gonna be like, give him a moment, and then he's gonna like place on the slides hard drive on like basically in one of the dumps that he's assigned to destroyed hard drives.
Sure.
In like a corner, and then won't come back up. And we're like, nope, okay.
There are fragments of table in that dump as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's up?
Cool. Good response, guys.
I was hoping that Lilo would show the screen. Would show the screenshots, but okay.
You just send me.
It seems that there's a data mine on it, and essentially whatever it boots up on will just fry the device. I think you're knew that. But it's kind of more.
It's not to know that it is a data mine. Would that give me any information on any clue on how to get around it, Yargon? Kind of like a digital.
Not
like any
really.
clue from me.
You pretty much already figured out it was something along those lines. Virus, data mine, that kind of thing. So, not really. You're like, okay, someone else thinks it's the thing I basically was working under the assumption it was.
Yeah. But yeah, it doesn't give me like... Unless I know
really.
what it actually says, it's really hard to actually...
You need a proper
around it.
countermeasure, yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to really do anything. It's kind of like having, you know...
Do you show Kit
bacteria
screenshots,
and
by the
not
way?
having...
Sorry, Lilo, do you show Kit the screenshot?
Yeah.
Okay, Kit, you do recognize the program in the screenshot that it's running on. It's an open source coding program. It's called Horizon, and it's not the one you use. Very similar, because it has a bunch of antiquated languages in it and a whole bunch of like bloat features and stuff that. But you do recognize that you've used it before, and you know, looking at it from where it is, you can actually see the description of which language it's in. Unfortunately, somehow, the language is set to something written in Old Delingui, which is real helpful. So, it's a bunch of Old Delingui symbols. The name of the language is 2 letters wide, and like 2 and then 3 letters long. Super helpful.
Yeah, it's open source, so would that give me any info on any like what if he's affiliated, like the person that we are talking to is affiliated with anything specific?
No, it's
no.
Put it this way, it's like Notepad++. It's like the thing that everyone uses. It's really basic. Well, it's not like Notepad++. It's like Eclipse.
Yeah. It doesn't give me any information.
Yeah.
I guess I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah, I guess we just have to wait for him if he can manage to get something around it, because I can't. Because it's all an old liquid. Yeah.
Well,
Assumed it.
okay.
I mean, the virtual machine was kind of my way of trying to get around it, but yeah.
Didn't really work, I guess.
Yeah, it's well, you get some information of it, but you need to kind of have something specifically designed around that specific. Unfortunately, it's a bit more complicated. Do you want to head into Bandai Car and just chill around, or do I want to still stick around on the mining planet? You could maybe sell some of the old like slide hard drives for like scraps.
We probably shouldn't, considering how private our employers are. and probably don't like the idea that any information gets sold to anything else.
Oh yeah, no, they're just metal at this point.
Yeah, fair. But then if they boot it up, then won't they just fry whatever they're using? I mean, they don't know.
Just the slides, hard drives. The ones that are just literally just like metal.
Okay.
Yeah, you could
Well, I think we should probably run that by Charlissandra, but I don't see why not.
Yeah, it is just garbage at this point. Q, I'm gonna... Sarah, do you want to help with the jetpack thingy? Because right now I don't have anything else to do.
Yeah. But won't I need to like use my own body for a little while for that? Like, didn't we realize that it takes a couple of days?
Get some more prep stuff and gonna get.
Oh, okay, fair. Yeah, all right, sure. Let's do that.
Meanwhile, Ray's going upstairs back into the cafeteria where I guess Maya and Malik are still there.
Is probably just about finished her cereal at this point, but yeah. Just
Sure.
there.
She ate seriously slow.
Yeah, she doesn't eat fast.
Okay. Wolf, Anne?
Yes.
Wolf, Anne, okay.
Ow.
Okay.
Not to translate that.
Wait a second.
It's a name.
Yeah, okay.
It does
Yeah,
not
I see,
translate.
okay.
Currently.
Yeah, I know, it's okay. Yeah, Ray going up to the cafeteria, like giving you two a quick look, just going into the kitchen, like already preparing for, I guess, lunch or something, like preparing it, like.
At some point, Charlissandra would also come into the cafeteria to have some food from the bridge.
Okay. Yeah.
Also, Ray's keeping, of course, an eye on both.
On both. Oh.
Maya
Malik
and Malik.
Yeah.
Who else?
Well, you didn't
And
state
especially
who, so I'm like,
what
what? Do you mean the person that was just mentioned? Because she's one person and also the captain?
Yeah, no.
Wouldn't be the first time, I guess.
Yo.
Right, Maya and Malik. Okay. Sure. So, you prepare lunch. Charlissandra, you get your breakfast.
Okay.
Okay.
Morning. Morning, Miss. Captain, I'm sorry.
Hey, Ray. It's fine to call me Liz.
You sure?
Yeah.
She's giving you like the kind of scared look. Okay.
Something wrong?
Nothing.
Okay.
It's just weird after everything that happened to have you as captain and still call you nothing. She continues cooking.
Okay.
Well, whatever you feel works best, I guess.
By the way, Yargon, how long would it take us to get to Zendai car, by the way?
I believe it was going to take you, like, roughly a day and a half or something like that.
Yeah,
Yes, it was a day and a half.
Yeah, I think it had enough.
Right.
How's
So
the
if,
fuel situation and like?
You've got a little bit, but I believe, but not much left. We'll need to refuel soonish.
Yeah. Do we have like? We should have like ship inventory somewhere. That should probably be underneath that. Probably write that in too.
oh yeah, we should be able to.
Should track that shit.
The ship inventory, was it on Lexi's old sheet?
No. It's correct.
What?
There is the AC. Well, no, that's not it.
I'll send it to you.
If access it does.
It's on Google Docs.
Oh, you guys actually have a thing for the ship inventory you just haven't used in Roll20.
Yeah, I'm looking at it, but there's no. How do I?
Right. We actually do have a public. Oh right, but we also have it on the.
You guys just don't use
Yeah.
Yeah, we have it on the Google Docs stuff.
Oh right, public shipping.
I can transfer all the stuff over.
Yeah, would be great.
I'll transfer shit over.
That would be it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, but you've got a bit of fuel left, but not a huge amount left.
Right.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
What are Malik and Maya doing? Like,
Maya, shortly after finishing her food, will probably just sort of disappear back up to her group. I just
Cower in a
stay
corner.
there.
okay.
I
Or would you
guess
say grow fuck cower and be? That's all I don't know.
Stop.
9.
Reveal. So, what's Malik doing?
No way.
well, I guess he approaches Ray, and
That's not my
she-
one.
Sorry.
what's she doing? Cooking?
Preparing lunch, basically. Like, I don't know if we have like vegetables or something on the ship, but like chopping vegetables and stuff.
Yeah, you'd have basic
Yeah,
ingredients.
okay. Chopping vegetables.
Yeah, we're not like one of those old scumbaggy pirates who do a food.
Yes, you are. That is exactly what the ship is like. Well, slightly more disorganized, but you know.
I mean, hey.
So we
God.
don't just feed ourselves off of lunch bars. Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah. The ship has like food and rations and things on it.
Yeah, so basically
We have stuff other than coconuts.
Ray's prepping stuff for lunch.
Okay, so Malik is approaching her and saying, Osisro, can I help you with anything?
Ooh.
Wait, what? Ours is
How's this row? Yeah.
Yeah, that's the neutral one, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, what-
I know what it means. It's fine. And Ray's just like turning to you like, what the fuck did she just say? Just something. How's this row? Didn't you say you don't know Old Lingui?
well, I work with a lot of traders. I mean, you pick up the greeting at least at some point. It's not more that I know. It's like the different greetings there are, and probably some swear words.
Yeah, I think these are the ones that you can remember the easiest.
These are the ones that are used between traders. Or mercenaries.
Ray's just smiling a bit. She seems a bit less defensive.
Oh, success!
You never know.
Okay, so Malik repeats his question. Can I help you with anything?
I mean, do you know how to cook?
I guess I know how to chop vegetables.
You never know. And she's like, handing you a carrot and a dull knife.
Yeah, sure. He yeah, I guess he chops the carrot with the knife. I mean, he probably could also use one of his, but like if he would like pull out one of his knives,
There's a difference between a kitchen knife and a dagger.
yeah, I
They're very
know, but it's
different.
probably sharper.
Yes,
sharp.
there's quite a lot of differences actually.
There-
Knife making is quite the art. If you want to know about that, ask Ran. He could probably talk you through it, but it's a thing I'm not gonna get into. You want to use a
Thank
kitchen
you.
knife for
Right.
vegetables.
I put
Bayonet
like the
and
basic
box.
ship inventory stuff in that we have.
Yes. I see. Thank you, Hex.
But yeah, just to write down how much food and water.
I think there was one use on the Giga First Aid Kit, by the way.
Yeah, write it in.
Yeah. I think there was one. I can't tell you why, but I think there was one.
I think we used it when Ray got almost killed by
Mm-mm.
Lexi.
No,
No,
no, we use normal bandages.
that comes from the first aid kit. That's what the first aid kit is. It's your bandages and things.
Yeah, so probably use one of them.
Okay. So yeah, you help Ray prepare lunch, I presume.
Yeah, we have some quality bondage time, no work bonding time.
The quality bondage.
Oh.
I mean, congrats! You were successful in talking to Ray.
I like to think that was unintentional, but I know you well enough.
What?
Right.
Sure. I'd like to believe you didn't mean that.
Oh shit!
What's the sense?
I didn't realize I was on mute. Okay.
That's Netcable pinging his guitar light.
No, the A sounds off, so I was tuning it. But yeah.
It's a guitar light.
So yeah, the day goes by.
So, well, no. After about half an hour, Ray, you receive another ping from a certain somebody.
Is it a loud ping? Like, can others around me hear it?
I mean, it's like you get a text message kind of ping.
Okay. Yeah.
It depends if you've got your data slate basically set to vibrate, in which case, probably then might notice, maybe. But you get a ping from Adok.
I guess at that point, after half an hour, they're done chopping vegetables and prepping lunch.
Yeah.
Nah.
Sort of.
So, like, Ray's getting done with preparing the stuff, and then she's getting the message. She's, like, looking at it, looking to her left, where probably Malik is standing, looking back to it,
Okay.
like, washing her hands, and just mumbling, yeah, I need to go now, leaving the room.
Malik's
she's
next some vegetables.
She's looking at the message.
Okay, sure. So, as you look at the message, it appears to be from thingy, from I've forgotten his fucking name, from Adok, and it has a file. And I'm gonna make this sound as shady as possible. He sent you a file, and he replies with he sends with it. This should neutralize that. You're missing a lot of the data there, so I can't be sure. But make sure you have this running on anything that you try to access those, that you try to get whatever that's from. I don't know the specifics of your situation, but I'm assuming you're trying to get into a data chip. So run this on whatever you plug it in. Plug it into.
Is that the message?
That's the message.
Okay, Ray is going to answer. Yeah, it's kind of an data receiving mission. Something we're working on for quite a while already. Thank you so much. And again, the old language term for love you. And again, saying,
Sure.
I think we should talk at some point. Like, yeah, something like that.
You get a red thumbs up emoji.
Wow.
What a rainbow one.
Cold. Cold. Okay.
She's like smiling, just answering something like with a face palm emoji or something.
Sure.
Shutting down the device, like, going down to Kid and Charlissandra, who are still building at the jetpack.
Seraph.
Oh, Seraph, sorry.
Yeah, Charlissandra was in the bridge.
Also,
No, actually, currently she's in the.
Just a
thing.
side note, by the way, I have taken spacefaring and pilot voidcraft, so I can do some small amounts of flying now. But also, if we're gonna take 2 days to, or 1.5 days to get to this car, we could start doing the procedure for the jetpack now, and then not have to deal with it later. But I don't know whether you want to do that.
Let's see what we get back from the. If we have to go to Bandai some further on when Brace Contacts gets back to us. And
Yep, fair enough.
Yeah. Just having everything prepped so that we have, going through all the procedures and kind of prepping both ourselves and kind of like doing like a test drive basically.
Yeah. Also, Rai, you wanted do you want to say something?
Mm-hmm. I'm in the room? Oh, okay, so
Yeah.
I zoned out for a second.
Yep, that's fair.
Topic?
No, you came in here for something.
You came
okay.
in?
Yeah, I got a message back.
Oh.
That was pretty quickly. My contact figured out a way it could work. And she's basically like copy-pasting the message, like only the text of the how we should use it and just sending it to everyone. Of course, except Malik and Maya.
Yeah.
Outzoning them totally.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I guess we'll run a test.
I love the fact. Can I just jump in? I love the fact that Eminem is the outsider here because it's just like the rap world.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Fucking, I'm. Can we end SNL as like a whole thing? By the side and just fucking never look at this again?
It's fine. I'm
Yes,
surprised
Lisa, you
it's
can.
Oh god, don't.
I'm just
These
surprised
are
that there's been no
Leslie-
jokes about the sweets.
Yeah.
So there are already enough jokes about the sweets. It's too easy.
I'm so disappointed in you, Rick. What you were trying to say is you don't need to. They're sweet enough on their own.
That would have been much better, yeah.
I don't need to make jokes about them. You're already sweet. Come on.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Do you want to do it down in the workshop, or do you want to have it somewhere that we can run it off to, Zero G Land?
Zero G Land.
Zero G. The fucking drive.
Yeah. Let's go to the eating room, and then I'm gonna kind of set up the take one hard take the. I hope during the time that we kind of and I also was done in the workshop that basically we downloaded the basic operating system and stuff like that on my one of AirPads and kind of got it ready for another test. See if that's possible.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go up and take one hard drive, put it on like plastic, the plastic you have plastic dinner trays kind of thing, like breakfast trays. Put one up there and then kind of set up the whole similar as thing that I had before.
Okay, yeah. Set that all back up again, sure.
Okay. And then.
So you set up the data slate ready to go, or the driving thing. All right. So, do you plug it in? Do you turn it on?
Does anyone want to do something before we do this, or is it just go ahead and? Yep. Okay.
Yep.
I saw Nathan Cable and read that as Homie Cable. I was like, wait, what?
Okay.
Oh god.
Thankfully not. That's what I've heard about him.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So yeah, I'm gonna download the program, have that running on the on the slate, and then.
It seems to be a simple script that just runs, loops through something.
Yeah. And I'm gonna start running the program, see if I can get some data off.
Okay. You boot up the drives. The data this time, immediately your screen doesn't go black and it doesn't start scrolling across the screen. Instead, a new drive connects to your thing, just like you would expect from a regular hard drive. Opening it up, there is a single file on it. It appears to be essentially a raw text file, and you open it, and it is.
Yeah, is it, what language is the file name?
The file name, the file format. Your data slate auto accepts it because it's an ancient format. It is an ancient Duolingo format, and the contents appear to be in Duolingo as well.
Damn it.
The contents are also mostly missing. You have a small fraction of the actual contents here. Most of it seems to have been replaced with just blank characters.
Yeah.
But every now and then, they're literally just squares with a line through the center. And then every now and then, throughout this weird layout of the Duolingo text, every now and then one of the runes is actually the correct one.
Yeah.
There are no full words in this entire document.
I'm gonna, because it worked out in the raid, right? That's how it.
You had the system as if it were RAID, yeah.
And I do it now. Okay.
So, you had it. You had them all stored. Fit in the location they were physically, so you could put them together if you needed it.
So I'm gonna just test it, see if I can, if everything is okay, and then I'm gonna
seems to be fine.
kind of set it up as in a normal raid, like the way that they originally were placed in. Kind of recreate that, and then run it again.
Okay.
Now there's more basically more dinner trays with hard drives.
Okay. You don't have enough dinner trays for that because there's 200 drives here.
Well, yeah, it's
Wasn't it only 20 per PC though?
yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was 5 per PC or something.
I think it was 5 per console thing. But are you just putting the 5 in?
Just 5.
Okay. So you set up 5, you boot it up. Again, you get one drive with one file, so it does seem to be some kind of RAID system.
Yeah.
But looking into it, you have again just a small fraction of the stuff here.
Okay. But it's more.
It looks like
right?
it's more. It's about 5 times as much, but it looks like you maybe needed all 200. So you can have some data corruption, but you know, 99% is pretty good.
Well, yeah, 90. Yeah.
We can fill in the blanks. That's fine.
It's about
Yeah.
98.5 or whatever.
And I'll be like, I'm gonna go down and set this all up. It's gonna take a while. I have 200 drives to set up. Head downstairs.
You have enough equipment.
Depends on how much redundancy they had, I suppose. We may not have enough.
Head downstairs to the workshop. What?
Ray's screaming behind him. Can I help you somehow?
Also, I feel like
How do you
Lilo.
split a single file over this span of 200 fucking drives?
Really easily.
Yeah.
it's called
A
paranoia.
single file.
Yeah.
It can be done. It's called paranoia. It's a really
called
good way
Ray.
to make sure that you really don't want people knowing stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Be like, saying Madrid. I don't think so. It's a whole system. It's just gonna take a while. It does. I don't know if you have any technical knowledge, so I don't think you do, unfortunately. But thanks for asking. And then that's grabbing all the hard drives and starting plugging shit in. Just probably gonna spend the rest of the day doing that.
It's going to take quite a while to get everything set up again.
I think we
Couple of
have
hours.
196.
97. Oh, 96. Okay, so yeah,
Because
you've got that.
we lost one today.
Yes, sorry, you did. So that is 98% of the data, I believe.
Yeah,
Because-
somewhere in that range.
4 out of 200 is 2% missing. Yeah, 98% data. That's not bad. Okay. So,
But, also, as I'm being Great. You might want to also read up on some old languages. All this is in older language. So
Oh,
get
yeah,
to work.
sure.
Get
Okay.
to work.
Yeah, then I'm going to probably follow Kid. Getting my book with me, my old trying to translate some stuff.
Okay. I mean, it's going to take you a while, especially
Yeah,
as it's going to take Kit a while to get everything
You're
working.
going to take a while.
Just read
Well,
up
you
on-
can't start until Kit gets everything done, so it's going to take a while.
I mean,
It'll
don't
take you like
we-
3 hours to get everything plugged up and running, Kit, or something like that.
I mean, don't
I'm
we
just-
already have like a bit?
It's such a tiny. It's like a percent.
Yeah, you have about 1%. Oh, about 2.5%, but yeah.
Like, can't I like start translating while Kid is?
No, you have 2.5 out of every 100 letters. You have
Oh,
3 out.
okay, yeah.
Sorry, you have 5 out of every 200 letters.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you do not have enough to do anything with yet.
Then I'm still going to like prepare already reading into the old linguist stuff, like sitting in the working area,
Yeah.
reading some, learning some.
Okay. So, as you revise, basically, and Kit, as you prepare the exam, to put terrifying school metaphors on it to make this role seem important, Ray,
Yes.
eventually, Kit plugs everything in and boots everything up. Kit, you get a single file with a corruption warning stating that there is a 2% data loss. But you have one file, which is a raw text file, by the look of it, in Old Delingui. It's a very, very old file format. Just looking at the actual file format, just the way they've stored it, this is a file format that dates back to before the Alliance. This is really old.
I'm gonna like call Ray over, and then I'm also gonna open up a different like datapad, and open up like old lingui, and then kind of just copy what I see, also over to just a different.
Sure. So you basically copy over this one file. It's quite small in file size, at least compared to what you're used to dealing with in the modern day. It probably was quite large back in the day, but it's not that big anymore. Actually, no, what am I talking about? It's fucking raw text. It's small. And you... Sorry, my brain's like, old. No. Yeah, you send over this file, and Ray, you receive the file. And as you start to look through it, I need you to make me a roll to attempt to translate everything. So,
Question. What am I
Yes.
supposed to roll at that?
I will say intelligence.
Or dexterity.
No.
Dexterity?
Yes. How fast you can flip the pages of the book you're looking at.
Oh.
24. All right. So, yeah, 10 and 8, nice. All right, okay. So, as you begin to look through this, the first thing that comes up is a word that you've never seen before, and you're immediately like, shit. Am I doing this wrong? Because the first word you get is this one here, Sevan, which is not a word you've encountered in Dulingui before. Looking at this and you're like, oh. Am I doing this wrong? But you continue on, and that's the title, that is the title, the first subtitle, and the first word of the document. That appears to be correct. It is a name. It quickly becomes apparent that this is the name of something. As you read through the document, you find that Zevan is the name given to an ancient thing dug up, buried deep beneath the dark swamps of Twill, the Dulark homeworld. Long before the Alliance, back in the days of chemical rocketry, in the mid-19th century. Which was basically as space stations were really just becoming a thing, there was one or two. A fossil was found. Well, not so much a fossil, a creature was found, dug up. It seems to be insectoid. According to the description you've got here, they are large. It's a large insectoid, which was not dead. Despite being near fossilized in stone, it seemed to be just hibernating. Though attempts to wake it were made, but nothing happened, and the whole operation was very, very hush-hush, kept from anyone. And eventually, a space station was erected in secret, and all of the samples were taken out far beyond where people thought that the Dulark at the time could even reach. Out into the deep depths of their solar system, out to a familiar station to you. And these fossils were taken there. Over the next 1,000 years, it becomes quickly apparent that not even the government, as the government changed hands over the years, not even the government, did I say 1,000 years? I meant 100 years. Not even the government knew of this anymore. There was a small section of money that was set aside to a project that even the highest ranking officials in the government were not allowed to see. And it was just part of the budget. No one knew where it went, but they knew it went, and it was not to be touched. And it was funding this station. It was strictly need to know. This station was a research station. Cutting edge. They were trying to figure out what this alien creature was. One thing that they quickly discovered after dissecting them, or dissecting one of them at least, but with few samples, they only dissected one. They learnt that it was not native to Twill. It came here. It was old. I can't tell how old, but carbon dating suggests millions of years of inactivity. This creature was probably on Twill before the Dulark were.
It's your ancestors! Yay!
It doesn't look like it's native. It shares no similarities with creatures of Twill. No genetic signatures that would indicate anything like that, according to the data you've got here. Because the data you've got here appears to be lab reports and things. And a log. The majority of the data here is a report, a security report, automated. Actually written after the Alliance had formed, so this station was kept even from the Terrans. It tells of these creatures, one of which was left laid out overnight on one of the lab tables in the center lab room. One that sounds very familiar to one you encountered. When they arrived in the morning, the scientists who were working there, they found one of their colleagues was lying dead, having shot themselves over this corpse.
Oh.
They were buried, mental health notes were passed around, and people assumed it was the loneliness. 2 days later, 2 more corpses showed up. Half the scientists were now dead. The other half were freaked, but had no way of contacting anyone. So they did what scientists do. They studied. The corpses this time were not disposed of. They began to develop molds, blisters across them, kind that hadn't been seen before. And quickly their bodies begin to almost decompose into just an ooze. Along with the drone, this insect, as it was being referred to, this Zevan, was being called a drone. Because it was an insect and they figured it was a drone. And all three bodies decomposed at the same time, at the same rate, forming this sort of goop. There is one last line, which simply says, "The others have awoken," and the data cuts off.
Mysterious.
Missing a few letters here and there, but you can actually put them together. With only 2% missing, you manage to not lose any data effectively.
Great.
Oh, that's yep. When was the last report set?
They're not
Is there a
timestamped.
Okay.
What? Professor Doctor is not timestamping their reports.
Yeah.
The kind that's super fucking cagey.
Okay, fair point.
The kind that installs viruses on their things so that if you attempt to access the data, it will kill you if you're in a starship. That sort of thing. Yeah, if you plug that into a starship and it bricked your starship, that'd be bad.
Yeah. I mean, we have a ship intelligence, right?
You have an SI. Maybe that's going to help. Maybe you're just going to brick your starship and the SI.
I mean, that's what I said, ship intelligence.
It stands for Simulated Intelligence Network.
I mean, it's a good way of getting rid of the SI.
Well. Yeah.
It's also a good way of getting rid of your ship. But I suppose, always look on the bright side.
Of life.
That's just details.
Don't make yourself any less trustworthy.
Of life.
Rick? Shut the fuck up.
I assume, Ray, I assume you shared all this information with the rest of us. Like this.
No, she keeps it all secret. She's like, yeah, this is all useless gibberish. It's lavatory reports. Sorry.
I mean, who's in the room right now? You know.
Kit, probably.
Where's this conversation taking place again?
In the lab.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, then no, Charlissandra isn't.
I would have been there because you kind of
Yes.
approached me when I was, so yeah, I would have been there.
Yeah.
He was
I
there
mean,
before either of you.
it's 3 hours difference, but yeah. If you want to stick around.
Yeah, I want to stick around because shit's happening and I want to, partake.
I mean, Ray, you're the only one that can fucking read this. So,
Yeah. You might want to translate that at some point and give it to us.
Or just,
We're staring at squiggles.
Okay, I'm.
So Ray, what? So what does it say?
It's saying stuff that not everyone should know about. Like, wait, is Charlissandra in the room?
No.
No. Probably we should get Charlissandra first before I explain.
Ping Charlissandra a message. Be like, hey, get down.
Hold up, guys.
And
Everything has gone
Sarah-
completely
Yeah.
quiet. Why do you have no noise? What the fuck is going on?
Is Yargon okay?
He's okay, Sal doesn't.
Can you hear us?
Hello?
I think he means
How
it
do we-
sounds from OBS.
There we go. I've got sound again.
No, he literally couldn't hear us.
Yeah, sorry. My thing muted itself, but the unmute button wasn't working because it wasn't muted because of the mute button. But I pressed the mute button to mute it by accident.
Okay, yes.
So.
Is everyone here now? Like everyone except
Maya's still in the room probably, so...
Yeah.
No, we went on into the work, into the workroom.
Where's Malik? Question mark?
Not
I
here.
guess he returned to his room, cause like, what's supposed to be done in the kitchen else? So like,
Okay, but
Cleaning.
everyone else is there, so Ray is going to explain all of that, explain what a savan is, and yeah, what this thing is, why the was like on the station, everything she basically got from these data slides, and also adding that this is an information that we probably should not give everyone.
Ray suggests keeping it from the rest of the crew because, despite the fact they're now crew, she doesn't like them.
Also, Yargon, quick question.
That's my name.
Quick question?
Yes. Not sure what that Yargon stuff's about. How can I help you?
Yeah.
Yargon is old lingui.
What?
No.
No,
Pretty
you
funny. Please add that. Okay, whatever. Can I add something to my, let's call it old lingui score?
You don't have an old Lingui score.
I started learning old lingui. Can I add something to it?
Oh, right, that.
Old lingui score. I don't know.
Yes.
Okay, what? How much?
We'll find that out later when I have time to think about it.
Okay.
Remind me afterwards or in the break. Yes.
I'm reminding you in the break. Okay.
Okay. No, you will remind me in the break. So, what? Yes. What's to do, guys? What are you doing?
So, Liz, well, I guess we can try to send it to our employees and see if they're satisfied. I don't think we can go any further on this. This is kind of where the rabbit hole ends.
Yeah. I assume Charlissandra is in the room now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, Charlissandra. Since you're the captain, I think if anyone's gonna send it, it's probably you.
I think that sounds good, yeah.
Sounds good to
There's
me.
no
Yeah.
harm in sending them the information.
Yeah. If they expect us to go any further, they'll specify how. So.
Yeah.
But yeah. Go on.
Okay.
I'm just gonna assume Rick is gonna send it.
Oh god. Yargon.
You can.
That's
okay.
my name.
Sorry.
No, I'm gonna what?
Was mentioned what happened to this insect thing in the document?
No. Specifically, it says one of them turned to goop along with the people. It was a big pile of goop, and the other ones woke up.
Woke up.
Well, it says the others awoke.
Okay, Ray is running up to the bridge, quickly scanning the ship.
Okay.
Just
Go ahead and make a perception check. Not advantage, because this is sensors.
Damn it, okay.
Yeah, you and your fucking 8 advantage on perception things, but no, not this time. One day perception.
No proficient, what bonus?
Do you have proficiency in wisdom?
No.
Then no.
Wait, should I add my bonus? My modifier? My wisdom modifier?
That would be a wisdom check for perception.
Oh god, okay. I'm basically scanning for everything that's living, everything that's living.
They're
basically.
complete scan, basically.
Sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
on the ship, of course.
Okay. That's pretty easy to do. You get. Let's see how many life forms you get. You get.
Oh god.
Shit.
Hopefully
Hang on. I
6.
can't count.
Hopefully 6.
6? Yeah, 6. Would be great.
Unless you consider yourself a life from Yargon.
There's 6, but 2 are AI.
Oh, right,
Oh.
life forms.
So it's 4.
4, yeah.
2 are AI?
Yeah.
Malik and
Malik and Seraph.
Seraph.
Oh, fucking, you're right. Sorry, I forgot Malik. It's like, what?
Oh,
He's
thank
Terran.
you!
Oh no, he's
Wow.
just soft mech. I forgot he's fucking a soft mech AI.
Yeah.
He's such good at being a Terran that no one's recognizing.
Yes.
Even that non-consequential to you people. Oh.
Yes.
But like,
okay.
what is she scanning for? Like, maybe a
forms.
softmech would turn up there.
Still robotic
so-
components. She's specifically finding life forms, so probably organic.
Oh yeah, okay.
Ray.
Yeah.
Pick up 5 signatures.
Ooh.
Fuck. Okay, I'm going to instantly send like a message. Everyone, I think we have another life form on this ship we probably don't want here. Also sending this to Malik and Maya.
You do see that one of them is in Malik's room.
Oh, okay, then I don't do that.
Didn't really give me time to finish that, but yeah, one of them appears to be Malik. He does appear to be picking up the
Just start typing it out. And be like, oh, right.
yeah.
Wait, does that mean that Malik is more alive than Seraph?
Malik is more organic than Seraph.
That's fair.
Okay.
Because if that was true, then that I can agree with that. Seraph's dead on the inside. Happy. Exactly.
Yes, so is Malik.
Okay.
But, you know, we'll get there.
Yeah.
Panic moment for a second.
It's fine. It's like fucking red lights blurring, and then you're just, never mind.
I was just half expecting it to be someone's pet or something.
No. Do you, yeah.
There's
you
just
get
like a
6 life
cockroach
forms.
inside of fucking
one of-
Seraph.
One of them is in fucking Kit's room. Turns out his wife who's actually alive.
Oh God.
I don't want to know how she's alive, and I rather, yeah, no.
Don't
Haunted-
ask.
Haunted
Just-
by
I
the
have an
spirit of
image
its
in my head, and
previous
I
owner.
rather not. I rather not.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it kind of is, in a very, very sad way. That aside, do you scan the outside of the ship?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, there's no life forms, it's fucking space.
Okay. Other question? It was clear in the document that this is a life form, and because you described it as a fossil-like.
Yeah, it was sort of a fossil when it was hibernating, and then they woke up.
Okay.
There was no indication of them being alive until they woke up. And then they were like, oh shit, they've gone from dead to alive.
Surprise!
By the way, so I assume that at this point, Rai would have probably told us, right?
Did you?
About what?
About the
Running
doc.
up. I assume she just ran up, like...
Yeah, because either she's just ran out and just fucking scanned the ship, or she's told us about it and then ran out and just...
No, she told you about it in the middle of talking about this. She, like, realized something and then ran up.
Okay.
You got
Like, in the
half
middle
of
of
it.
the... Yeah, basically. So she ran up, saw that, was already typing, deleted everything, is going downstairs again.
You get a message from a kid, be like, you okay there?
Yeah,
Do you need a cup of cocoa?
Oh god. Oh god. PTSD. Fucking she just like rolls into a ball.
I love the idea that hot cocoa is just PTSD juice.
Well kid associates it with that, yes.
Aww.
Just when she's like, yes, that in his mind he's just saying yes. That's
Yeah.
what you do.
It works, apparently.
Yeah. While walking down, Ray just typing, answering. Don't need it right now. Hot cocoa would be nice later on. Wrong alarm. Oh. Yeah, false alarm. False alarm.
False
something
alarm.
like that. False alarm. Going downstairs again. Explaining the rest of the story of the thingy
Okay.
of the Savan.
Yeah.
I lost my
Savan.
notes. Savan.
So would Seraph be able to make a connection between what we're reading right now and the corpses we found at the first place where we found the map for the station itself?
Yeah.
You don't get a very good description, just get that it's insectoid, and is quite large.
Right. No, I'm
You
talking
have
about the dead
to-
scientists.
Yeah, Oh, right, okay, sorry. Probably not. You don't get timestamps, but mentioned throughout this document are things like, hey, the Alliance has formed, can't wait to go home and talk to my kids again. Also, there's Terrans around now, you know. But, like, you get the sense this all went down before the first Ring World was ever found, so probably not connected.
Also, the fact that it's an old lingui as opposed to, and those corpses, even though they're old, they're still not that old.
They are that old.
Oh, they are that old. Okay, never mind.
Old Dulingui and Old Terran were still used up until the language unification, which was an event that happened after the settling of Aegis.
Right.
Well, actually, after the discovery of Aegis, pre-settlement, but you know, that aside.
How about we send the information over and then see if we get paid and try to get paid. Because we need to get paid. Because we need to revenge and also refuel it.
Sounds good. But Charlissandra. Charlissandra.
I slap Charlissandra and be like, wake up, Charlissandra, wake up.
Hold on a second. Give me a second. Right.
We give you 2 seconds.
Okay, would you like to say that again, Hex?
I slapped Charlissandra to wake her up. Wake up, Charlissandra!
Hello. I was somewhat awake.
No, you weren't.
No, you are.
Somewhat awake, which means you weren't.
Somewhat awake. I was fully asleep.
No, you weren't. So,
yes, I was.
Rick.
Doesn't matter. Just.
We tried to get your attention for a minute.
Doesn't matter. Let's not fucking argue.
Charlissandra, you wake up as kid is.
Yeah.
Wake up! Come on.
Charlissandra like dozed off, waiting on whatever was going on, and just get a fucking slap around the nozzle as Kit is trying to wake you.
Wait, really?
Yep. Yeah, that's what a Draken snout's called.
No, I didn't mean that part.
Oh, yeah, you get woken up. You are reawoken.
So,
just like
send the stuff to our employer and
Yeah.
Okay. I set up the line and like.
Okay.
Show it.
You do the technical stuff for her.
Yeah.
You have a one-way connection. You can send. Which is not a one-way connection, it's a... You can sort of beam things into the void and hope they receive. Charlissandra, what you doing?
Once she sets that stuff up, she'll basically look over it and hit enter.
Okay. You press enter, it asks for a message to be sent. You can't just send a return key.
She like types in here you have the data we managed to get from the drives. I hope it suffices.
Okay.
The Zedox crew. Wait, no. We weren't the Zedox, right? Or were we?
Yes, you are.
No, we're the Zedox.
The Zedox crew, yeah. Okay.
Alright. You send... I assume the file with you?
Yeah.
Is it the translated file or the original file?
Both.
Okay, you send both. Alright, you send that over. It disappears off into the ether. And...
Nice. What is it going to be?
You're like, cool, sent that. That's like... just long enough of a pause for you to be like, okay, we're not getting a response, and just as you stand up, there's a ping as a response comes in. It's like, just that awkward length of pause of like a minute and a half. And you're like, oh, we've got a response. And you look, and it's the letter K.
Fuck's sake. Okay.
They just responded with
They
K.
said okay, but just with the letter K.
Get, like, slides the thing and be like, can we get paid now? Just grabs it out of the Charlissandra, types that in and sends it.
Yeah. A few moments pass, and we're working on looking the data over. A few moments more. A bit longer. few more moments pass. And then
Goes up
eventually...
the knee lunge.
Okay.
Ray starting to play with a knife.
Kit, like 2 seconds after Kit walks out the door, another response comes through.
Puts his head back in.
Yeah. You hear the ping with your...
The response is just a K.
No. You get a response. The rabbit hole isn't finished.
Ah!
This goes deeper. The data's good. Find out what happened to them.
Because then ask if we can get like half. And
I think that's actually kind of fair enough, all things considered. We've gotten them like a good chunk of data that took us a lot of resources to actually manage. They need to pay us a little bit, at least.
Yeah, Charlissandra will send any chance we could get a part of the payouts for our what is it? For our current work efforts.
Yeah.
For resources and repairs.
Okay. You receive a reply. Rabbit hole is dark. Calculating.
What? Okay.
Hang on, I'm thinking. There's a pause while they think, and I think.
Break?
And I stall for time.
Yeah. We can take a break now.
Yeah.
Nah, I just... Right, okay.
Already playing 2 hours. Even more.
Okay, you know what? We can end it here for tonight if you want.
No!
No!
Great.
It's
Yeah.
11:40
Break
right now.
is not the same as stop.
It is, yeah, that's my point. It's sort of 11. We'll be a very short second half. We just go on for another, like, half hour.
And just continue on.
We started, like, we'll just pair on. So, you guys do get a response back. It says yes. And then it gives you details to a bank account.
Okay.
Like all the details that we need to take money out of it, or
Yes.
okay.
I start looking it up slowly.
Okay.
Like figuring stuff out.
Okay.
slowly look it up.
Can I help fucking Charlissandra, by the way, to speed up the process?
Okay. You try and speed up the process and just get infuriated as she still... It's like trying to teach an old person to use an iPhone. Good luck.
I'm going to lift her up and fucking
I mean,
put her
it's
aside
not-
so I can fucking do it myself.
It's not that bad, but it's totally understandable.
It's okay, Charlissandra. It's all fine. I can handle this myself. You don't need to worry yourself.
Okay. So you... you open up the thing, you search the bank account, you can request the money in it. The money in it seems to be 20,000 credits. It's a very small percent of what you'll pay out, but it's still 20,000 credits.
Okay, is that enough to cover the ships? Like, would
Not
you
fully.
say that would... What?
Not fully.
How
Probably
much
not.
would you say?
100%.
20,000 credits worth. Until you get it properly assessed, you're not going to know.
Okay.
Not fully, tell you that. You're looking at 100,000 credits or more for repairs.
Fuck's sake.
It's a lot of money for repairs.
How much was the payout again, by the way?
500,000.
$500,000. Okay, that's
Total.
kind of worth it.
But,
Question.
yes.
Give me a second to actually check my notes because I think you once set me a different number. 10,000
Yeah.
to 30,000 you told me last time would Ray guess.
Yes,
Like,
that is correct. What's Ray's technical knowledge again?
my computer said no.
Computer processing.
Yeah. Technical.
Mm-hmm.
1.
And how much experience does Ray have working in a shipyard?
In the shipyard. She knows how to fly it. She doesn't know a
How
lot
to build
about
them.
how to repair. Yeah.
That's my point.
Uh,
You can guess, but yeah.
how much would Kit's
Kit's estimates were a bit higher, but actually not too far different.
I think it was like 36,000 or something.
It's 30 to 40,000 is what you were looking at.
Yeah.
The reason I'm saying more than that is because essentially, the longer you have a ship that's like damaged like this, the more you're going to take meteor impacts and stuff like that. Little things that your shields won't block, and you're slowly you are going to accrue damage, especially if you try and use an FTL drive at all. Minor damage, but things that are just going to need more parts replacing, and it just accrues costs.
So how about
that's
we
the
get to...
absolute upper end that I was saying. So like 100,000 is your absolute upper end.
How about we go to Bandai Car and spend at least 20,000 credits on ship repairs and refueling?
I think that sounds like a good plan indeed.
Alright. Why don't you join? Oh, actually, I guess, how would you use... Like, can we take the money, put it into our account without flagging any suspicions whether you're gone?
It's an account you have access to, yeah.
Right, okay.
It's like someone has just given you all their bank details.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
You have a login now.
Yeah, got it.
The username is username, the password is password.
Don't, okay.
It's
I
not,
hope that's
but
fine.
it's not, that's a joke. It's a fucking string of, like, clearly randomly generated, like, 128 long, randomly generated characters.
So they're not.
Can we set up like a ship? Can we set up like a ship account? No.
You
I
could
was
try and set up an
wondering that,
account for the
yeah.
ship, if you wanted.
You might have to help Charlissandra, or else it's gonna take a half a day.
Yeah. No, like I'll do it on the way there. On the way to Bandai
Just
Car.
calling up the bank. I'm trying to open an account and it won't let me. Ma'am, are you clicking the right box? What box?
What do you mean clicking? So, you guys are heading over to Venzai Car. Is that the plan?
As far as I know.
Alright then. So, you head out?
Yeah.
Okay. Who's piloting?
No.
Probably, Rai.
Is Rai alive?
Yes, I am alive.
Ah, there we go, okay. Yes.
I'm just.
Hey, right.
So,
Just,
you,
as your sudden change of name.
Sure. Unless you disagree,
Right,
under
that's
instructions, Ray, you take the ship, turn it round, and off you warp towards Venzai Car. And as you disappear from the system here, you all have a day and a half of free time. Two of you are suddenly aware the ship is warping. And not aware of what the fuck else is going on.
We're like, oh, right.
Also, I guess, yeah, so while the ship is warping, I'm gonna head over to the room that Malik is in.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna pop my head in, and I'm gonna say, hey, guys, we're heading to Venzai Car for some repairs. So we're gonna be doing a bit of a pit stop if you guys wanna buy stuff, food, or whatever. We're gonna be going there. Just a heads up notice.
So you tell Malik that. Good to know.
Malik and Mia.
Alright, you also go to Maya's room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you're in a different room, then I'm going to
I'm
go.
not fucking answering Mia, alright? Fuck off! Mia.
That's fine. You cannot answer me, but I'm Seraph is going to keep calling him Mia until you correct him.
Mia!
You can, if the moment you can correct him is the moment he's going to change what he says.
Fuck you.
So, you all make your way over. So, what is everyone doing during the day and a half that you have?
X, would you be willing to fix
Trying
up me?
Yeah.
Yee, okay,
Yeah,
perfect.
yeah.
Trying to get more accustomed with the controls of the ship, like just other things are flying.
Okay.
Don't
She
blow
knows.
stuff.
She knows the turrets, of course. She knows them very well, but the rest.
So you're trying to pick up, basically, piloting. You're trying to fly in a simulator a lot. All right.
Yeah, that too probably. Yeah.
Okay.
It's just familiarize yourself with the captain seat and everything.
Yeah. Oh, right. Okay. I see. Sure. Kit and Seraph, what are you guys doing?
We're
Booster
going
tower.
to put the jetpacks on Seraph.
Okay.
That you said it would take like at least like a day and a half.
2 days.
2 days, or somewhere in that range.
Yeah.
Yes, 2 days.
And the
during
half
which
the
you'll
day
have to
that
be
we have
running.
spare like over, then I'm just gonna spend that time in my suit, in my other suit. Sorry, my other robot.
In your other body?
Yeah.
In his birthday suit.
You have another one?
Well, technically, yes.
Yeah. Don't you have like a soft light?
No, I have 2 heart mech bodies, but
Oh,
this one's not the one that I came with.
yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, under that impression, yeah, you switch over to your older body.
Yep.
Feels a bit weird being basically a younger version of you again. And then
Yep.
you can start modifying your previous body. I'm going to need both you and Kit to roll engineering checks.
Can we get advantage because our
No,
bonus
you're both
for
rolling.
prepping? Yeah, no, just because we prepped.
Oh, no. You can roll.
Okay, so this is not like taking name action. You can't. Okay.
It's more like if you hadn't prepped, you would have had to prep and then just take more time.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn it.
16, alright.
Even worse.
And 14, alright. You struggle
Please don't. Okay.
to hook them up. You think you get them working. Over the course of at least the first day, things seem to be going relatively smoothly, but you start encountering a lot of issues coming into the second day. It's going to take more time. It's going to take a lot more time. Unfortunately, you begin running into roadblocks. Bits of code that won't talk to each other, things that are hooked up correctly just not working for reasons that are just beyond you. You are dealing with extraordinarily intricate machinery, and it seems to be playing up.
I assume that he can't go back to the other body.
Not yet.
Damn it.
It's going to take you another at least 3 days, you think, at this rate, before you can iron it out enough that you'll be able to go back to your original body. 3 days of solid work.
Right. We are also heading to repairs, so that will take some time, hopefully. So
Yes.
Yeah.
before we enter combat.
Yeah. I mean, worst case scenario, this body isn't that much worse than my previous one.
Okay.
Though I would like my plasma blade back, but yeah.
We can. Nope. Let's try to get this.
Yeah.
You can try. You might break the arm if you try it, but you can.
Nah, I'm good. I still have my pistol that still does.
That's
decent.
fair. But yeah, it was a good project. You had a good estimate, and as unfortunately things go with tech, it just went wrong. You anticipated delays, but it's just so much worse than you would hope for, and it's a bit of a nightmare project. Just everything that could go wrong is going wrong.
As we enter Master Crisis, we get just like we're just both like just the feet is sitting in the fucking metal grabbing
Yeah. Okay.
Also,
so-
I'm gonna say this much, just for the sake of Fuck it. This current body is shorter than my current. The one that I had was taller.
main
So,
one.
yeah. So this one's shorter.
He docks under every doorway and doesn't need to. You
Yeah.
seem go to duck under every doorway.
And then just like, oh,
after
right,
2 days, you've got used to that, and you're
Yeah.
like, you know for a fact you're gonna start bashing your head on doorways. Like,
Yeah.
done this before.
I'm gonna just
It's gonna
continue ducking, by the way, just in case when I get back into my old body.
Oh, okay.
I
You
just
manually.
smash-
I just ducking like a mad lad under the door.
Yeah.
Just to keep the old habits going.
Yeah.
Why are these?
Because
What
I'm
are
not gonna be in this body for too long, hopefully.
Hopefully. Oh.
Okay, well, you, so, whilst these two are being defeated by, Seraph, I guess, Ray
Defeat
and...
myself? Okay.
Theoretically, yeah, kinda. Ray, Mia and Maya, and Malik, what are you guys doing?
Fuck off. Maya's probably just going to keep to herself the entire time.
Yeah.
Now, that was uncalled for.
Well,
You
keep
gonna
it to
do-
herself.
No. You're interrupting him. Let him talk. What were you saying, Lois?
As I was saying, Maya's just going to keep to herself and probably not do much. Like, yeah.
Okay.
I thought he was done talking when I said Mia. Wasn't he?
Well, don't interrupt people.
Did I? I
Yeah,
honestly.
I was still talking pretty much.
Oh, sorry.
Malik, what are you doing?
Is Ray busy right now?
We don't know. Ray, what are you doing?
1.5 days, you said?
Yes.
Oh god, let me get my list. She's probably going to, at some point, snipe a bit in the hangar.
Mm-hmm.
Like 2 magazines or something. Like really precise. She's also going to...
Roll an attack roll.
Okay. Am I proficient? No, that is a good question. Yes, I am. I'm expertise. Nice.
It's short range though, so -2. Single shots, so +1. Aim action, so +1.
-2,
Or
so I'm
plus
just
3.
adding 2.
Yeah, I guess. Plus your thingy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, okay. That's a 26. You managed to not shoot any of the shuttles.
Mm-hmm.
You do quite well, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought we were gonna do shooting in the cargo bay.
Hangar bay.
That's shooting range.
Ah.
Hangar.
Yeah. I mean, you'd be shooting over them anyway. I'm just memeing. But yes, you are very good at this.
Yeah. I'm also going to still finish the Autolingui lesson I started.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to do something in the evening. Is Malik going to like approach it, Ray, at some point?
Does he have access to the ship communication system? Like, can he send Ray a message?
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Then he texts her at some point. Hey, would you how to say that? What?
Sorry.
How you doing? Yeah, sure. No.
Hey, how you doing?
No, more like, hey, do you have some time? I really want to know more about Autolingui.
At what point is he going to write that? Like in the before or after afternoon, basically. like no, in the afternoon or at lunchtime.
What is before? What?
Sorry. In the lunchtime or in the afternoon, when is he writing that? Like while she's shooting or while she's learning or doing we?
I would say afternoon.
Okay, so when she's learning or doing we, Ray's just sitting in the working room, staring at the message. I'm not sure if some. Yeah, of course, Hex and Seraph are working there. Like she's just staring at the message, just. And looking up, checking that Seraph and Kid are still there, still working on it.
Right, just being more and more furious over time. Just...
like sitting. You won't get a message for like 5 minutes or so.
No. I didn't expect anything else.
She doesn't want to appear desperate.
She's sending that a message. What exactly do you want to know?
Well, just the basics. So far, I only know, like, very basic things like greetings, and if you could teach me some simple sentences, that would be very great. You don't have to. I'm just asking.
At that point, Ray is like pinging Charlissandra. How long are these two M&Ms are going to stay here? How long
What
are
is guy using like?
Woof.
Rick?
Ah, finally. It's okay. Yeah, sorry, my mic.
Ah, finally, I'm awake. Yes, my microphone.
Yes, I magically just wake up and know what she's talking about.
Do you? What is she
I've had
talking
that
about?
before.
What did she say to you, Rick? Word for word.
Well, I didn't actually understand one of the words, but how long are they gonna stay here?
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
So, ha.
He was participating.
I'm proud to be wrong.
Yargon, just
well,
to figure out, we do have
I'm not sure.
neighbors.
They're crew now?
We do have what?
Neighbors upstairs that have the ceiling connects to a floor that connects to
Leave me alone.
like if we get a warning, I'm just telling you that's your fault. I'm not.
I blame you.
Continue.
So what did she answer?
Well, they're part of the crew now, so unless they misbehave, they're here for possibly a long time.
Ah, fuck. You're like Ray saying that, like Seraph and Kid hear that, like, oh fuck. And she's switching to like the chat with Malik again, and just struggling to write. She's sitting there for like 5 minutes or so until she answers,
Reen.
fine. Fine. Dot.
Oh wow, drama queen.
Yep.
That's Ray, I'm sorry.
Yeah, sure.
Is it Ray though?
It is Ray. Yeah.
Is it not also you?
Is it? Mm,
No. No.
sure.
I disagree, Lilo.
Aw.
Oh wait, I should call you Lilo, because then it's like Lilo.
No! You did it right! Continue!
Lilo. I like
I
it.
still...
You guys come in and like start like while we're working, just like start teaching each other old look.
Basically.
Probably during the night you might get a wrench chucked at you.
That's fine.
We're back! Just getting more and more frustrated with why does this function? Way to plan this shit out!
Oh, that's great.
He gets frustrated when he doesn't figure shit out easily.
Entirely justified. Okay. So, a day and a half passes. You learn some more Dulingui. You have some more... No?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
I stop. What's...
What?
What's... Why no?
After learning Ultralingui with Malik, and especially after receiving this message from Charlissandra, Ray in the evening is going to go to Maya's room.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And
It's
murder her.
stabbing time.
Stabbing time! Yeah, she's going to...
To quote Dark Souls, it's time for crab.
Okay, she's going to knock on the door.
Maya just sort of scurries up to the door and opens it. Hello?
You see Ray not seeming happy, not seeming angry, just standing there looking down at you.
Maya's head just slowly goes up your body, up to your eyes.
Stop.
Hello?
She's sizing you up ready for a fight.
Murder.
Sorry, I'm gonna mute
Like-
myself.
It's fun. May I enter?
Okay. And she just scurries into a room again and just sort of sits on bed. Sort of in like the sitting fetal position.
Oh,
As opposed to what?
Ray's keeping the
On
door
the
open.
side fetal position.
The
Race
flying
keep-
fetal.
Yeah.
The
Ray's
Seraph.
keeping the door open, just standing in the room, looking at Maya, just asking, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Where are you from?
I don't know.
Home?
Somewhere?
Last time it was
Oh.
nowhere.
I don't know.
Wow,
You don't.
what a plot hole.
It's not a plot hole.
So you don't know where you are from.
She just shakes her head. Just
Inside
no.
check. Can I inside check
That's
that?
charisma
Sure.
versus persuasion, please, Lewis.
Okay.
Charisma?
Yes.
Nice. Oh fuck.
Not nice.
Oh, don't worry.
Oh no.
Okay, Lois. Lois, message me on Discord whether you're telling the truth or not.
So,
Also, Ray has no idea. You struggle to read Maya. She seems terrified, but that doesn't seem to be entirely related to anything other than it's Maya.
Obviously.
It seems that her entire demeanor is overpowered by the emotion of fear, including overpowering everything. You can't tell, unfortunately.
yeah. She is not.
Okay, Ray's just like crossing her arms, standing there. Okay, listen. You probably don't want to be killed. I don't want to get kicked out
She
of the
looks
crew.
fucking terrified after that.
I don't want to get kicked out of this crew. So, where are you from?
I don't know.
Why don't you know? Everyone knows where he's from.
I just don't.
May I ask why? And may I ask why she's like looking at you a bit annoyed, a bit angry.
It was an act. And I don't remember.
You don't remember.
No.
You don't remember where you are from.
I didn't know my own name at one point.
Can I inside check that again? Sorry.
You get the feeling. Oh, actually, no, you can't.
Oh, okay.
Because there are rules against doing that. You can't. Her demeanor hasn't changed enough in the course of the conversation for you to really pick up any changes.
Okay. You've just understand that you don't know where you're from and you forgot what your name was.
She shakes her head in agreement.
Not in agreement, don't you mean?
Nods in agreement, sure. Same thing. You're still shaking your head.
Well, no, they're the exact opposite, but sure.
Yeah.
Shaking it up and down rather than shaking it left to right, but okay.
Shaking
You know what?
it up and down.
It's
Shaking
fucking.
it in a circle.
It's a
I
fucking
knocked my head
patented
in-
heg waggle.
I nod my head in disagreement.
Hey man, the head waggle is the thing.
Yeah, Vienians are quite well known for it.
She nods in agreement.
He's looking really annoyed. Do you know anything?
Something?
What? Sorry.
I don't remember something.
I mean, I can tell you're afraid.
I know. She's looking extremely uncomfortable at this. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Ray's looking a bit defeated. Like, seeing this, it remembers her a bit of herself. A bit. Only a bit.
Reminds.
It reminds her of herself. English. Fuck. And she's like, okay. Do you remember last...
Yeah.
Do you remember last month?
Mostly.
Do you remember last year?
Yeah.
Do you remember the last 10 years?
No.
What is the latest memory you have?
Yesterday.
No,
Latest.
the earliest? The earliest.
Earliest, oldest, not latest.
The one that is
I was just gonna say I with latest now, but earliest.
Earliest.
I grew up on the I don't know. It's fuzzy back then.
Didn't understand a word.
You grew up
Sorry.
where?
I grew up on the frontier. Maybe it's a bit fuzzy.
Sorry.
On the frontier. Maybe. And you remember that from 2 years ago?
No, that's from
Or 3 or 4 or 5
but,
or 6?
childhood. But
Childhood.
it's very
So you remember stuff. She's just looking really annoyed.
not much like parts. Like parts, but not much. Like, it's very, flaky.
Were there many frames? Not many frames. Was there
Okay.
water planets?
Can I ask you, do you have something like memory loss?
She
Oh.
nods.
Okay. Ray's just turning around, going out of the room, closing the door.
Okay, you leave.
Going directly to Malik's room, knocking on the door.
Knockety knockety.
Okay, yeah. He's opening his door, looking a little bit surprised that Ray, takes a step towards him by herself. Nobody expected that. And, well, yeah, ask what she wants.
How long do you know Maya already?
Oof. Well, we were on a job together before we stranded on the mining planet. I didn't talk too much to her in this time, but we stranded like 3 weeks ago. Lewis, what did we say?
A couple of days.
Days.
Yeah, a couple of days.
Oh, I thought okay, yeah.
I suggested weeks and then you went, nah, that's too long.
Oh, that might be possible. Okay. Then he says, but we only spent a few days together on the planet, so I don't know much about her. She isn't very talkative. You might have noticed that.
Yeah, I did. She's like looking really annoyed.
Anything else you wanted to know? I don't think Maya is dangerous in any way.
Who knows? And she looks at you with this like face. You can't really read it, but she looks like she's not believing you.
Okay, so anything else? He asked again, because that's already an exhausting conversation.
Not for now. And she's just turning around. Good night. Going off to her room.
Okay.
Wow, what a successful talk.
Placing the miner again, going to sleep.
What an interrogator.
As you walk past kind of madly behind you, like it just says like, "Hey, do you want another mine?
Huh? What?
Do you want another mine? I have some high explosives." You just don't seem very happy, and you assume that you talk to Maya and Malik. And
Wait, did Kid recognize that?
you walk past quite angrily.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
those are the only two that are currently in that part of the ship.
Yeah. Okay. Another mine. I think I'm safe for now. Thank you.
Starts swearing and falls afraid, and is like, "God damn!" I just like literally knocked my feet like right fucking hard into the wall.
Oh,
Oof.
that in parpet. Oh,
Yeah.
alright. I thought that was
Something like that.
just you acting. I didn't notice that.
Big yikes, that
That's
hurts.
fine. Yeah.
Okay, someone's
Yeah, just
internet's dying.
Ray's just looking at Kid going into his room, confused. Going then up to her room, placing the
I
miner.
want to say, I guess Malik saw that because it's in the same floor, and he didn't close the door immediately.
yeah, we probably hear it.
Yeah. Hear it, but not see it.
Also, quick
Yeah, I
question.
can
Well-
just go in the workplace working with Seraph.
It's sort of around two corners, so you wouldn't see it, but you could hear it.
Oh, okay. Okay. I guess.
Alright. So, with that, the day does pass. And the next half a day, is there anything in particular anyone wants to do?
More learning tools and stuff.
Yeah. Anything not already stated, though?
No.
I'll go eat and then return to our room and do nothing else, pretty much.
Right.
Probably while Maya's walking past, like, cause like, is everything okay?
Maya just sort of nods her head in your direction. Like,
So she disagrees?
Rick.
Stop that now.
That was funny, but never say it again. Moving on.
Like, okay then. This continues working. As swearing again in old train.
Ray's probably at some point. Ray's probably going to learn Old Lingui again. Also, going up to Kit, checking. How does Kit feel right now? Pretty bad. Frustrated. Okay, then she's like.
You see that he's working with Seraph over Seraph's body. And they, at least Kit is getting frustrated because hitting roadblock after roadblock on something that he thought that he already figured out. So.
Okay, so
you probably like hear a lot of like old Freyn and Form 3 swear words as they continue. Yeah.
As Kit and Seraph 1.0.
Also, just to
Welcome,
clarify,
Seraph
Seraph would be swearing
2.0.
as well, but every time he swears, it sounds like R2D2.
Just start beeping it.
Yeah,
Oh my
beeping and fucking. Yeah. Yep.
yeah,
Nice.
Hex, Kid would recognize how, like, Ray is walking towards you, seeing your mood, turning around, going back again.
Yeah.
And up to her room, learning Auto Lingui again.
Okay. So. The next half of the day passes, and eventually, around just after lunchtime, Ray, you head up to the bridge. Oh, sorry. You head up to the bridge and drop the ship out of warp, and boof, well, out of hyperspace and warp, and then boof, you're suddenly there in the system. You arrive.
Quickly sending a message to everyone. We just arrived at what was the name again of the planet system?
What was it?
Zycar?
Zycar, thanks.
There we
We
go.
just arrived at Zycar, so if you want to get on a shuttle, go down to a planet.
Yargon, does the ship shake when you drop out of the system?
It's not so much a shake, but it's audible.
Okay.
I guess technically, yes, it does shake, but it shakes in an extremely audible frequency. So
It's just be
basically,
like, yeah, we
really
fucking
fast.
know, we fucking destroyed everything. Just get a message back that he's
Written or an audio?
audio.
Okay, Ray's just like, okay, not answering to that.
Give us a fucking.
Okay. She's going into the cafeteria, making hot cocoa.
Sure. So, you arrive in the system of Zycar. There is a number of stations throughout the system. There are a number of planets, and there is the Dulak homeworld of Twill, a historical site, and a place with billions upon billions of people, and perhaps the best place to look for what you want. Although maybe a shipyard might be better in space with a ship like yours. So, that's up to you. However, that is a thing I will let you guys decide next time, as I think we're going to call it for the evening here. So, thanks for playing, guys. I hope you all have had fun. And thanks for watching and catching up on notes, whoever is watching and catching up on notes.
Hi.
This is the professional outro.